22,1 Pro 2 film teman terbaik kamu. Kita bacain dulu postingan teman Pro 2. Kali ini ada Mariana yang katanya pengen titip salam buat Mbak Nur yang lagi di Paris. Semangat berjuang ya. Wah, kalau gitu aku puterin ini lagu spesial buat kamu yang lagi berjuang tapi belum pernah diperjuangkan ya.
Oui, allô, excusez-moi, je suis dehors.
Ada Mariana yang katanya pengen titip salam buat Mbak Nur yang lagi di Paris. Semangat berjuang ya.
Wah, Mar, aku krungu lo salamu. Matur nuwun lo, tombo kangen. Tak kirimi salam balik neng TikTok ya.
Samo-samo.
Bundo, jangan main TikTok tarui.
Ho 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 ho.
Bundo, awak baru dapat info lowongan karajo di aplikasi.
Elok-elok buyuang, banyak panipu.
Ah, indang lah Bundo. RRI News.
Nyanyi lagu apa kita, Pace?
RRI digital saja toh.
Paten kali lagu campur sari ini. Sesekali jazz lah.
Linda, semangat ya manggungnya.
Iya dong, kan mau bangun komunitas.
RRI ada di berbagai platform. Sekarang banyak cara menikmati RRI. Kamu yang mana?
Kami percaya bahwa setiap hasil yang kami ciptakan adalah komitmen dari tanggung jawab kami menjawab aspirasi masyarakat dari berbagai lapisan. Perubahan menuju masa depan yang lebih baik, menciptakan mimpi menjadi kenyataan. Mimpi dari banyak orang dan memberikan solusi untuk kemudahan. RRI merupakan sosok lembaga penyiaran publik pertama di Indonesia yang hadir dalam berbagai lapisan masyarakat dari Sabang hingga Merauke. 78 tahun perjalanan kami menembus khatulistiwa dan perkembangan teknologi. Konsisten dalam melayani masyarakat dengan kekayaan informasi dari berbagai aspek kehidupan dari dalam dan luar negeri. Tidak pernah lelah menampung aspirasi masyarakat dari segala pelosok daerah. RRI memberikan kemudahan dalam bertukar pikir kreativitas serta membuka peluang keterbukaan pendapat lintas generasi. Kami meyakini visi misi solid, mencerminkan jiwa raga yang siap siaga dalam menjembatani keterbukaan publik, dan tidak lengah dalam mengawal peristiwa aktual. Kami turut senantiasa menjaga identitas keindonesiaan serta mempertahankan keunikan budaya yang dimiliki oleh NKRI. Dengan kekuatan daya siar, kami pancarkan segala bentuk informasi dan keindahan Indonesia ke segala penjuru dunia. Kami adalah mitra untuk membangun masa depan. Kami terus menatap ke depan untuk berinovasi mengembangkan visi besar demi Indonesia yang lebih baik.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention please? Hai Hai, good evening teman Pro 2. Sesaat lagi kamu bakal simak the new program Pro 2 Rri Madiun, the English program. Let's talk and discuss everything here in English. Join us and enjoy RRI Digital 2. Stay tuned.
Okay, traveling the world is an enriching way to expand your knowledge of other cultures, find new work experiences, and gain unique educational insights. However, it can also be expensive, and unprepared travelers can soon find themselves in over their heads. World travel takes planning, frugality, and an independent spirit. Through careful planning both before your trip and when you are on the road, you can have an enjoyable international travel experience. I am Roby, the presenter of English program Rri Pro 2 Madiun. Hi all. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Okay ya. How are you today? Bagaimana kabar? How are you? We got.
Mir geht's gut.
We got. It's Germany like that, yeah. Okay, so before we go to our discussion, the topic is about enjoyable traveling. Please introduce yourself one by one. Okay, started from you.
Okay, hello. My name is Rri Madiun. I study at SMK Nusantara Balarejo. I am in 12th grade. My hobby is listening to music.
Okay, thank you very. So SMK is vocational high school. Vocational high school. Okay.
My name is Mahardika Putraji. I go to SMK Nusantara Vocational School. I'm in grade 10. My hobby is playing football.
Okay, playing football. Good. So please you.
Yeah, my name is Niclas. I'm 19 years old. I just finished school last year and now I'm traveling around the world. My hobbies are playing computer games and doing graffiti.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, I'm Emma. I'm also 19 years old and also from Germany. My situation is kind of the same one as Niclas's, so I just finished school last year and now we're guest teachers at Rri Madiun. So it's like a volunteer program that we found over the organization BOPRO. Yeah, and it's a lot of fun for us.
Okay, so please, Niclas and Emma, can you explain about your activity in Rumah English in Ngawi?
Yeah, basically we go to normal school classes as guest teachers, and as the guest teacher we assist the teacher or we do the teaching ourselves, it depends. We try to engage with the students so they are able to speak more English and also learn more English, and speaking with a foreigner also helps them with speaking English.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly, since they're kind of forced to speak English with us because it's our only common language, how we can communicate. Of course, for the smaller ones, it's more necessary for the teacher to help translate because there's some things that they don't know yet. But it's a lot of fun for us as well, and I hope the kids like it too. Yeah, but for the teenagers and also the adults, we can do a lot of stuff just on our own, and the assistant teachers just for vocabulary that they don't know yet.
Okay, thank you very much for your explanation. And then we go to questions from the students. It's just a real question, personal question, yeah, for your planning or what are you doing here? Okay, question number 1, please.
Is this your first time visiting Indonesia or have you been here before?
Yeah, it's our first time visiting Indonesia and Asia in general. We haven't been in Asia or Indonesia at all, and it's actually also our only because we're staying in Ngawi. It's only the only city that we've stayed in so far, because we just arrived at the airport and then got to Ngawi. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually I think the second time that we're even leaving the EU. But it's very interesting to see all of this here. Of course, a lot of things are very different, but I have to say a lot of things I also like a lot better than in Germany.
Okay. So before you go to Indonesia, have you ever been that? What kind of Indonesia? Is it small or big country or etc. etc.? Do you know about that? Can you search first time about Indonesia before you go to Indonesia?
Yeah, well, it sounds kind of weird, but we didn't have that many thoughts about Indonesia. Well, I knew it was an island with various and like thousands of other islands. I knew there were like quite some volcanoes here. You had like a very different climate compared to Germany or all the climates that we've experienced so far. Yeah, besides that, I didn't know that much about Indonesia, but I'm happy to have come here.
Well, I think I watched some documentaries before coming here, and they said that it was like, I think, the third biggest democracy in the world, which I found quite interesting. And also, of course, there's a lot of stuff on the internet about Jakarta being rebuilt. No, not exactly rebuilt, but being replaced by a new capital city. Yeah. But other than that, you don't really hear much about Indonesia and Germany.
Okay, thank you. So, number 2.
Okay, which place have you already visited or plan to see during your stay?
Yeah, well, and now we already visited the fortress Van den Bosch. It's like a big old fortress that was occupied by the Dutch people, and then after the independence thing, then of course you own it. Yeah, there we wore some traditional robes from back in the time, and yeah, it's also the pictures you see on the on the title screen. Yeah, but maybe Emma wants to say some more.
Yeah, we also went to a traditional village here, and we got to learn about the traditional Javanese instruments. And they taught us how to play. I think it was the karawitan. Yeah, and we also learned about how they make the traditional puppets here and how they play them, which was really, really interesting to see, I think. Yeah, and after that, like close to that village, I think it was called Kampung Tenggo, we also went to visit the local mosque, which was incredibly impressive. Yeah, but we also have some stuff that we still want to visit that we haven't gotten to do so far.
So, what do you think about Ngawi first time you come to Ngawi? I mean that it's of course very different with your country, but the season, maybe, about the weather, about the people, about the culture, about the transportation, maybe. So about the people itself that say hello to you for first time, and maybe say how are you, something else about your condition, etc., etc. So when you first time coming to Ngawi, what do you think about the people? Is it just friendly or just keep silent or something?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I thought was like, whoa, everybody's looking at me, of course. But it was kind of already, like, they prepared me for that already. Yeah, but the people are really, really friendly. So much friendlier than Germans, actually.
Okay. So I think you can give the response about this explanation that being enjoyable traveling, right? Planning ahead for your travel. Okay, decide where to travel. Right? The world is a big place, and there are many different places you can visit. Decide if you want to spend all of your time in a single country, a single continent, or if you truly want to travel often the entire globe. Okay, so it can be helpful to start your international travel in a location you have been to before and branch out further from there. Okay, so first time that we decide where to travel. So you did it?
When we decided to travel, we first traveled. It's our second real travel. We first traveled to Tenerife. It's near Spain. Well, it's not near Spain. It's near Africa, but it belongs to Spain. Doesn't make any sense. But there we spent 3.5 months. It was at an animal sanctuary. We took care for the animals that live on the farm there, and also during our stay on Tenerife, we went to Morocco for 1 week because it's very close to each other. But besides that, we haven't really been traveling that much. But going to Indonesia, same as going to Spain, we looked at a traveling platform. It's called Worldpackers, and they get many different offers of volunteership, and that's how we found this place.
Okay, so next question.
How long will you be staying in Indonesia?
We'll be staying in Navi. We'll be staying until 13th of April, and then we're gonna go to Blitar for another month. And then on the 17th of May, we unfortunately have to go back to Germany. I really don't want to.
For same activity in Blitar, in Bojonegoro, same activity as the teacher of English program.
Yeah, we do the same. We also teach children and students. I don't know we don't know the age yet of the different of our students, but we are going to teach English as well.
Okay, so what do you think about Indonesian people that learn English? Is it easy for them in learning English?
I think it's actually very hard because as far as I'm concerned, your grammar is way different because you put the article behind the word, and in English you put it in front of the word, and I don't know how you complete grammar and sentence structure works, but I think it's quite different from English, so I think it's quite hard and therefore quite impressive.
Okay, what do you think about the students in English class, but they're learning, but their participation in learning English?
I think they're doing great. I'm really impressed by how they find the motivation to show up every week, even though it's Ramadan and they've already had formal school. And as Niclas already said, it's way more difficult for them to learn English than for us to learn English, since it's like, I guess it's as if we wanted to learn Indonesian. It's a lot different. It's way easier for us to learn like Dutch or English or French because the countries are closer together. But they participate really great. They have a lot of fun in class, and it makes me really happy to see how they get better every lesson.
Okay. So one question more before we go to second segment.
Okay. What made you interested in visiting our country?
There was a lot of things that I kind of wanted to see. For example, like the first thing everybody thinks about Indonesia and Germany is just the nature, because it's supposed to be really beautiful, and it is. And also I kind of Googled which countries are good for being vegetarian, since I'm a vegetarian, and a lot of countries are it's very difficult to find stuff to eat there. But here you have so many different kinds of tofu and also tempeh, and I'm really impressed by it. I think I'm gonna have to teach everything to all the other vegetarians I know in Germany when I come back home.
What do you think about the taste of tempeh? Is it good for your tongue?
For my
tempeh? What is the taste of tempeh or tofu? Is it good for your tongue?
I really like it. It's my favorite kind of tempeh is tempeh mendoan.
Tempeh mendoan.
Yeah, it's great. I like the first time I wasn't even sure if it was like what it was, because it tasted so great, and after that I was looking it up on the internet and looking like where I can find that in a restaurant. So I really like it. I think it's like the perfect mixture of salty and also it's hard to describe, but it's really delicious.
Really delicious. Okay, thank you very much. So we go to second segment, but we give you nice songs. Okay, check it out.
khatulistiwa, di situ ku ada bersamamu saudara.
Beragam warna kita, suku tak selalu sama. Kau aku Indonesia yang disatukan karena cinta.
Karena kita Indonesia, jangan pernah terpecah belah. Walau kita berbeda, walau kita tak sama, tetaplah satu kita, kita Indonesia sesungguhnya. Kilauan samudra terbentang khatulistiwa,
di situ ku ada bersamamu saudara.
warna kita, suku tak selalu sama.
Kau aku Indonesia yang disatukan karena cinta.
Satu Pro 2 film teman terbaik kamu. Kita bacain dulu postingan teman Pro 2. Kali ini ada Mariana yang katanya pengen titip salam buat Mbak Nur yang lagi di Paris. Semangat berjuang ya. Wah, kalau gitu aku puterin nih lagu spesial buat kamu yang lagi berjuang tapi belum pernah diperjuangkan ya.
Oui, allô, excusez-moi, je suis dehors.
Ada Mariana yang katanya pengen titip salam buat Mbak Nur yang lagi di Paris. Semangat berjuang ya.
Wah, Mar, aku krungu lo salamu. Matur nuwun lo tombok kangen. Tak kirimi salam balik neng TikTok ya.
Samo-samo.
Okay, welcome back with me, Roby, Fery, Mahar,
Niclas,
and Emma.
Okay, see in this episode, enjoyable traveling. So before we go to our YouTube live chat, question. One more question before we go to live chat YouTube. Who?
Have you tried Indonesian dishes like nasi goreng or rendang yet? What do you think?
Yeah, we tried quite a lot of Indonesian dishes so far. We just get them delivered, so therefore we get like quite some choices. Well, of course, we tried nasi goreng so far. It's also my favorite. I really like fried rice, so yeah.
Is it too spicy if you want?
No, it's actually not too spicy. Well, we don't fit like into the stereotype because we like do eat kind of spicy, but so yeah, we enjoy it quite a lot. So yeah, it's not too spicy.
Okay, Ma.
I've also tried nasi goreng and I liked it, although it wasn't my favorite, as I said, like tempe mendoan or also
mendoan, right?
tofu satay. if it's
tofu
called
satay.
I preferred that, but nasi goreng was also quite delicious. Yeah, rendang I haven't tried since I'm vegetarian. So, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but I really like the food here. I'm always looking forward to our food deliveries.
Yeah. Also, I don't know how it's called, but like the rice very compressed in like a banana leaf with like filling inside. I couldn't find it. I looked it up on the internet. I couldn't find the name. How is
Nasi
it called?
pecel, Nasi pecel.
Nasi pecel.
Nasi pecel.
Okay.
That wrapped with banana trees, rice and vegetable, and then the peanut sauce.
We didn't have it with peanut sauce. We had it with
We had like some chili paste and I think some broth with vegetables.
Peanut sauce or nut sauce. That's a combined. So, okay, we go to live chat YouTube dari @Scarlett Tarman What do you enjoy the most about traveling in Indonesia so far?
I really think it's the prices, because compared to Germany, it's so cheap here. Like, it's so nice having just the possibility to eat everything you want, and
you can buy everything you want in Indonesia.
It sounds so
cheap.
No, so it sounds a little bit stupid, but it's pretty nice. Yeah.
Okay. Emma?
Yeah, for me, it's also kind of the prices. We go to the supermarket every day and try out all kinds of different snacks. And also that brings me to my second point, what I enjoy most, the food. I'm generally a big food lover, I'd say. So we go there and we try out all kinds of different instant noodles and chips and other snacks.
Yeah, but the people here are also very nice. So
yeah, that's also great. Like having everyone being so friendly.
Okay, next is Her. If your friends plan to travel to Indonesia, what place would you recommend the most? Nawi.
Yeah, I think Nawi right now, because we don't know that much else, and it's quite different because many people just go to Bali, and it's like the most touristic place you can think of, and it's like so different being like in country, being like in a place where aren't many tourists, and you just get like the real Indonesia experience that you otherwise wouldn't get in Bali, for example.
Okay, so just Indonesia is not only about Bali or Jakarta or Lombok. There's many hidden games.
Yeah,
exactly.
On the internet you only see Bali, Jakarta, only the big cities, but it's so different. So yeah.
Okay, masih Isa Her. Is there anything in Indonesia that surprised you?
Sorry?
Is there anything in Indonesia that surprised you?
I think the people being so friendly kind of surprised me, because I've never experienced it like that before. And also something that was kind of a culture shock for me is like the food sellers on the street everywhere, that you don't use the sidewalk to walk. You use it to sell things. So you walk on the street, and I'd never seen that before.
Okay.
Also not like surprised, but like the whole traffic, and compared to Germany, it's very chaotic, and it's just like I was like, are we going to crash now? Oh no, look at that motorcycle! It's so close, and it just always works out. So.
Okay, I think the traffic is not too crowded here.
Yeah.
Okay, Agus is said nice. Okay, and then Tarman, what has been the most interesting cultural experience you have had here? Maybe like batik, etc.
I think yesterday we got the opportunity to participate in Iftar, so when they break their fast, which was really interesting for me, because I've always kind of wondered how it goes. So we were in the mosque first, and they were praying, I think. I didn't really understand much. And afterwards we got food, and we ate together, which was a really nice experience. And I also, yesterday was kind of a special day, I think. I googled this, and it says that was like the victory of the Muslims. I don't know when, but some time ago.
So about playing traditional puppet, did you play it too?
Yeah, we got to try.
We tried, but it's way harder than it looks actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, because you only have like the stick and you need to turn it, and I couldn't get the head to turn correctly without turning the body, and then we had the master of those, however you want to call him. I can't remember his name, but he was so good with them. So yeah.
About gamelan, did you practice it too? Gamelan.
Oh yeah, like that.
The instrument.
Instrument.
Yeah, we did, but that was also quite difficult because we played together with the others and like following the rhythm. Yeah, but after like 100 times of practicing, we finally managed to do it.
We have 200 of practicing when we do gamelan because it's it's very difficult for us that. The rhythm is so different with a normal rhythm. I mean that like keyboard or guitar.
Yeah, normally you have like musical chords. You don't have that, so. Yeah.
Okay, and then Mahindra Vidya. Hey, Ma and Niclas, I'm watching you guys. Thanks for visiting the house this afternoon and success for Rumah Inggris Ngawi Solution from Lilik V. Rri Madiun.
Yeah, I think we need to explain it a little bit. We have been at the batik shop a little bit earlier, and we got showed her different arts, and it was very nice. Yeah.
Okay, next at Dana 1101. Many people want to travel like you. What are the tips for preparing yourself mentally so that everything is ready and you are not afraid of getting lost?
Well, I'd say first of all, save up some money, go work, so that you don't get into a situation where you're out of money suddenly. Then inform yourself, maybe ask some other people that have already traveled, which places they liked, what their recommendations are. For me personally, it's just look for something where you have a good feeling about it, where that it's that the people are nice, and for me it's also it's way less scary to go so far away from home if you have somebody with you and you don't have to do it alone.
Yeah, I didn't really prepare myself mentally. I must say, I just like if you prepare yourself too much, you set too high expectations sometimes, and therefore I'm just like let it happen and you see how it goes. And it's so nice because Emma and me, we travel together. We don't have to be like that stressful, like we that we're alone, or when you have a problem, two people can solve it better than one. So.
Yeah,
I think if we can speak English, I think that's okay.
Yeah, speaking English is really important for traveling, or having a really good translator app on your phone. But I think it's a lot more fun when you speak English because it gives you the opportunity to connect with the people. Yeah, and also I guess it's a thing about your mindset, that you're open and that you don't think, oh, that's different, so it's bad, but then you think, oh, that's different, so it's interesting, and I want to learn more about that.
Okay, so we know about another culture, right?
Yeah.
About another custom, another habit from another country, right? Okay, so once again, before we go to the third segment, satu lagi pertanyaan.
Are you interested in watching or participating in traditional cultural events in the areas you are visiting?
I think you have explained that about playing traditional puppet and doing painting, batik, etc., right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But besides that, we're like pretty interested in like experiencing it. But sadly, we don't speak Indonesian, and quite many people in Indonesia don't speak English, and therefore it's quite hard to experience it sometimes.
So if Germany say we get apa kabar in Indonesia,
yeah,
and we have the
heist.
We heist do. We heist do.
Yeah.
Siapa namamu? What is your name?
Okay.
So in Indonesia, siapa namamu? We it's two. Right? And then nice to see you soon. This Zuzehan. senang bertemu dengan Anda. Nice to see you. So in Indonesia, I guess. Okay, so we go to third segment. I give you a nice song. Okay, check it out.
Berbagai konten kolaborasi dari berbagai program nasional, termasuk siaran visual langsung, siaran radio langsung, daftar putar musik, podcast, berita video, dan berbagai fitur interaksi pengguna dalam permainan. Berbagai konten menarik seperti suka, komentar, dan berbagi, serta obrolan langsung dengan penyiar dan pengguna. Pesan langsung dan fasilitas obrolan pribadi antara pengguna aplikasi juga tersedia. RRI Digital tersedia di Google Store dan App Store. RRI Digital. RRI Digital dengan tampilan baru, berbagai konten kolaborasi dari berbagai program nasional, termasuk siaran visual langsung, siaran radio langsung, daftar putar musik, podcast, berita video, dan berbagai fitur interaksi pengguna dalam permainan. Berbagai konten menarik seperti suka, komentar, dan berbagi, serta obrolan langsung dengan penyiar dan pengguna. Pesan langsung dan fasilitas obrolan pribadi antara pengguna aplikasi juga tersedia. RRI Digital tersedia di Google Store dan App Store. RRI Digital.
satu Pro 2 film teman terbaik kamu. Kita bacain dulu postingan teman Pro 2. Kali ini ada Mariana yang katanya pengen titip salam buat Mbak Nur yang lagi di Paris. Semangat berjuang ya. Wah, kalau gitu aku puterin di lagu spesial buat kamu yang lagi berjuang tapi belum pernah diperjuangkan ya.
Oui, allô, excusez-moi, je suis dehors.
Ada Mariana yang katanya pengen titip salam buat Mbak Nur yang lagi di Paris. Semangat berjuang ya.
Wah, Mar, aku krungu lo salamu. Matur nuwun lo tombok kangen. Tak kirimi salam balik neng TikTok ya.
Samo-samo.
Bundo, jangan main TikTok tarui.
Ho 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 ho.
Bundo, awak baru dapat info lowongan karajo di aplikasi.
Elok-elok buyuang, banyak panipu.
Indang lah Bundo. RRI News.
Nyanyi lagu apa kita, Pace?
RRI Digital saja toh.
Paten kali lagu campur sari ini. Sesekali jazz lah.
Linda, semangat ya manggungnya.
Iya dong, kan mau manggung di komunitas.
RRI ada di berbagai platform. Sekarang banyak cara menikmati RRI. Kamu yang mana?
Okay, we are in last segment of this is episode enjoyable traveling with Emma and Niclas, Fery and Dika and Roby. So one question.
Is there anything about Indonesian culture or custom that you're curious about?
Yeah, actually I am, because when we first got into Indonesia and then we drove in the night to Ngawi, there were like lots of different trucks with like heavy lighting, like tuning lighting, like blue bottom light or like eyes in the front of the car on the trucks. Why do they do it here? Do you know it or? Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, maybe you can
ask a different question. Okay, no problem.
Okay, we go to this chat,
Okay. Does anybody in the chat know anything?
No. Okay, many submitters sudah Ecosystem monitor, and then Aura Aira C1K. What do you think about Indonesia? Is it like what you imagined before? Oh, sudah ya. You have explained. Okay. Okay, so if we talk about mindful traveling, right? It's not just about go to another country and do something. So we have to get some goals, and then. So what is your goal? Of course, when you go to Kampung Inggris, Rumah Inggris Ngawi, you have goal that you can teach the people in Indonesia learn English more and more. Okay, so is your goal really? I mean that. Okay, so if I teach English for the people in Indonesia, so they are more interested in learn English, etc., with your motivation, with your giving the spirit of truly speaking English without the process, etc., etc. So maybe, firstly, what is your saying that if you speak English or if you learn English, you must do like this one, blah 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 blah, or you just teach English normally, etc., etc. Or you firstly you learn grammar, or firstly you learn vocab, firstly you can learn maybe making a sentence or so on and so on.
I think it depends what you want to learn English for. If you want to learn English to improve your grades, I think grammar is really important, because like teachers often, or in school, it's really important to have the right sentence structure and everything. But if you're learning English to travel and to just make new connections all over the world, I guess it's so much more important to learn vocabulary. Of course, you need to learn basic grammar so that people can understand you. But apart from that, nobody cares about grammar. It's just it's important that you can communicate. Nobody cares about anything else. And I think that's for the students in school, because they start so young, we can kind of do both. So I think we do vocabulary and grammar, like each one a little bit, and that way it both kind of implements into their language automatically over time. And you can really see how we have like those different age groups, and how like the older ones already know what we're all teaching the younger ones at the moment.
Okay, I think time is limited. It's 4:54, so we have to say goodbye to the listeners and viewers. Okay, so I think that before we close this segment or this episode, maybe you give us the tips for being nice traveling. Niclas.
Yeah, I think my most important tip is being open for new and just do it. Like if you just say like I'm not quite so sure, maybe I want to do this, I don't want to do this, you need to do one thing. And if you go to if you travel to one place, you can always travel to another place afterwards, but you really just got to decide and be open-minded to do it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Just so learning English, of course, is really important for traveling because it makes it so fun to connect with other people, to get to know other people, and it teaches you so much about life and how there's no right way to live your life. You have so many different options, and you sometimes forget that when you're just stuck in one place. So I really recommend traveling.
Okay, thank you very much for your explanation, and thank you very much for your coming, Fery and Dika. Thanks very much for your coming, Emma and Niclas. And of course, thank you very much for your participation for viewers in live chat, YouTube live chat ya. Okay, see you next time in English program. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you teman Pro2. New program Pro2 Rri Madiun, the English program. And don't forget to follow us on RRI digital mobile application. Keep it up and see you soon. Bye-bye.